How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We are looking at CIIG stock because it is up about 28% today. We just talked about it last week. We took a position out and we are up significantly from when we started. We're up over 50%. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to talk to you about what I'm doing, whether I am selling the stock, and something that could be a potential negative catalyst for the stock going forward. So you have to know about this if you are planning on investing or thinking about investing in CIIC, which is the company that we're looking at. So if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, definitely hit subscribe. The last 3 or 4 stocks we've talked about have gone up a lot recently, so definitely check out the channel. Definitely hit subscribe. We do videos every day. Also, if you want to know exactly what I'm buying and when I'm buying it or when I'm selling it, check out the link down below to Patreon. You can become a member there. We're growing like crazy. And if you want 4 free stocks, you could definitely check out the link down below to WeBull, where you can get 4 free stocks as long as you deposit $100. It helps out the channel a lot. So if you need to do something nice today, if you feel like doing something nice, check out that link, sign up, get some free money, and it helps me out in the process. So let's take a look. CIIG Merger Corp is merging with Arrival, and this is a little bit confusing because the ticker is CIIC instead of CIIG, but it is up massively today. And we made a video on it a little while ago, and I bought when it was about $13.40, I believe. I made a video as soon as I could afterwards, and then I bought aftermarket hours using WeBull because they do allow you to buy aftermarket hours, and then it went up massively. It went up right after that. It went up through the night, I believe 20% or something that night. And since then, it's moved up massively too. You can see it's at $21.55. And this is not the only company we have up today. You can see Workhorse is up 7.5%. SBE is up 17.7%. We just bought over $1,000 worth of that on Friday. And Goris Metropolis is up. We just talked about that one the other day. It's up about 7%. This is a company that is pretty interesting too. They make LiDAR. So all these companies are up pretty big. And I mentioned in my video on Friday, I believe it was, my price target for this company. Maybe it was Thursday. With CIIC, it is a company that is investing in EV. It is a company that is growing pretty quickly. They have 1,200 employees, 50% of which are software engineers. So they are a company that is really focusing on EV and R&D, research and development. They make electric buses and make electric vans too. So this is a really interesting company in the space. It has moved up a lot, obviously, over the first few days, but I have to say, I don't believe I'm going to sell it, and I'll tell you why. First of all, even though it's moved up a lot since we bought it, so we bought it around right here at about 330, and we are up 60% on it. Even with all this upward buying, even with everything that we've gained on it, I can't think about selling the stock yet. And I realize that it is pushing the valuation up a lot. There is a potential that will drop back down. Since about 10:30, it's fallen a good 3.5%, but I can't think about selling it yet for this reason. In this video, I talk about what this stock could go up to based on price to sales ratio and based on price to earnings ratio for 2024. So this is based on their valuation, how much they think that the company will be able to earn. They say that they will have about $14 billion worth of revenue, and with a price to sales ratio of just 10, and believe me, that is below Tesla, that's below a lot of other growth stocks, but with a price to sales ratio of just 10, that would give them about $140 billion market cap. That would 17.5x from where they were before. Of course, now they're up pretty significantly, so this would about 15x from where they are now. But we're talking about 3 or 4 years out, they're still going up a significant amount, about 15x. Now, based on 2024 price to earnings ratio, with a price to earnings of about 35, based on earnings of about 3.7 billion, which is what they expect, that would give them a $130 billion market cap. That would make them a lot more expensive than they are now. This would push them up to about $285 a share, which would about 13 to 14x where they are now. I still can't make sense of selling them right now, even though I think they are facing some headwinds. right now, with the company going up so much, they won't show on the website that I use for being shorted yet because it is so new. I'm sure that there are people taking out big positions, shorting the stock, betting against it because it has moved up so quickly. I think that could be a big potential headwind going for this company. So a lot of the time when companies move up this much, especially one that isn't making a lot of money, a lot of people, a lot of companies, a lot of institutional investors will short the stock, and that can push the stock down because they're essentially buying it and then selling it off right away. So then eventually, if it keeps on moving up, a lot of the time those people will lose money and they have to buy back in. But until that point, a lot of people are buying the stock just to sell it off. The other thing I can see, if we see some kind of decline in the EV space, right? So there are all these companies that are exploding right now. It's kind of almost pandemonium. So it's something that I've talked to some of my Patreon members about, some of my other friends about. It seems almost easy to make money right now, which is something that gives me a little bit of caution whenever you have something like this where you can just throw money into anything that's new. So any company like CIIC that announces that they're coming out with a SPAC, you can put money in and almost double it. That makes me a little bit nervous too. And I think with it moving up so much, I think there will be people that are trying to take profits. We see walls that get hit where the company comes out with news and then it moves up and then it gets pushed right back down. I think we could see that going forward where maybe it doesn't move up as much for a while. And you can see here, even it's selling off a little bit since we started. But I think overall, I can't imagine selling this company at this point because I think that if they're able to do what they want to do, it's still such a good investment over the following years that I don't think it's a smart move to sell out. Now, we are up on a lot of positions. I've been thinking about this for a lot of different companies. For example, Longview Acquisition, just bought it today. They're up 14%. CIIC up 25.5%. Switchback Energy up 17%. We're up a lot on these companies. You can see our unrealized profit and loss for all these companies is green, 44% in a week on CIIC. You can see SBE is up 86%. Workhorse is actually up closer to about 50% because this was transferred in and we're actually at about $19 cost basis instead of $21.79. But overall, we have a lot of companies that are up, and I am thinking about selling some of them, but they are supposed to grow so much. Of course, there's only so much that we can actually capitalize on. These companies might not be able to hit their targets that they're set for. I realize that could push the stocks down, but right now we're just making money every day. I can't sell out of these companies that are doing so well right now. But if you guys want to know exactly what I am buying and when I'm buying it, definitely check out the link down below, again, to Patreon. Right now, we're up massively on pretty much every position we've been taking out. But right now, we're making money. Everyone's making money. It's a good time to be invested in the stock market, especially into growing companies. So thank you guys so much. If you guys like this, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. We're growing like crazy. Like I said, hopefully we'll hit 25,000 this month or maybe next month. That'd be awesome. Also, if you want those 4 free stocks through WeBull, definitely check it out. And if you want to see that video where I talk about CIIC a little bit longer, a little bit more in depth, definitely check out this video here. I give my price targets on it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in this video.